Hello everyone and welcome to Smackdown Live. I am your GM, owner of Smackdown. Today we have 3 matches that are going to be quite good, I personally believe. So the first match we have is a tag team match of Eric Young and Alexander Wolf, part of Sanity, going up against the Bar. This is not for the titles, even though the Bar are my tag team champs. This is a match where if the Sanity wins...
The Sanity?
I don't know. Okay,
Sanity.
If Sanity wins. Excuse me. Apparently I don't know my tag teams. If Sanity wins, they will get to face the Bar again for the title. Okay? And then the next match we have is Elias versus Samoa Joe for the title.
And you're just doing this because you hate Samoa Joe.
No,
and
well, I don't really like Samoa Joe. But, no, I'm doing this because Elias faced, who was it, Shelton Benjamin at the Backlash, and he won a title shot, so I'm giving it to him now. So yeah. And then, for our main event, we have AJ Styles versus Braun Strowman, and whoever wins this will be facing Rey Mysterio for the WWE title.
Okay, well, this sounds all good and all. Let's get right into the action with our first contest. By the way, as you guys know, last week, yesterday technically. Not yesterday, but, Monday Night Raw, what a show it was. I just have to shout out Raw because it is my show. Raw was great. Raw saw some surprises, some upsets. Adam Cole beating Jeff Hardy.
I didn't really remember what happened on Raw. It seemed, I don't know, not memorable. What even did happen on Raw?
More memorable than this piece of crap. But what did happen was...
We'll see.
But let's get ready for our first match. And I mean, let's be honest here. Sanity, there's a reason their name is Sanity. They're insane. But, Sanity is a former NXT Tag Team Champion.
You do realize, though, Sanity is the opposite of insanity. So really what they're saying is they're insane, not insane. Just gotta put that out there, They might be weird, they might be a little creepy, but listen, it's just a part of just the whole aesthetic.
I have to believe, I look at him, he's small enough, he's good enough where he could be a part of the Cruiserweight division, and here he is in the Tag Team division with Alexander Wolf. A lot of people would say it's a surprise he went with Alexander Wolf as his Tag Team partner, and not Killian Dane. In fact, he's coming out here alone, not with Alexander Wolf. That is a surprise to me.
Well, you know what? Just because they do surprising things does not mean that they can't do what they always do, which is work together.
And you look at these two guys and you look at what they do and all that. I mean, Eric Young has been all around the world. He wrestled in TNA, was a very good part of TNA's past, and he has a very big resume with TNA. Then in NXT, he obviously, he won the tag titles. He didn't win anything else. He didn't win the world title or anything like that, or excuse me, the NXT title. But he comes in to here WWE, Smackdown Live, and here he is. A lot of people say, his experience of being a wrestler for as long as he has gives him an advantage over a lot of guys, but he's a little too crazy for me.
Oh, I don't know if I could agree with that. You know what? I think a lot of wrestlers are a bit crazy. I mean, you're the guy who likes Samoa Joe. That guy is insane.
Samoa Joe isn't insane. He just gets what he wants. And yes, does he have to go a little overboard to get it? Yeah, but a lot of people do.
You know what? To me, I think really with Sanity, it's more of just the fog and the creepy costumes. They're not out there going to people's houses. and trying to steal people's wives and children.
I think you're giving them too much credit. I definitely think you're giving them too much credit. I think, or not giving them enough credit, I should say, because they can do some horrible things.
But they don't do them. They don't do stuff that's horrible like what Samoa Joe did.
I disagree. I think these guys do not care about anyone but themselves. I think that they're in it for themselves. I think that they would be willing to end a person's career if it meant them going above and beyond in their career.
I think for them it's about putting on a show and, you know, getting the fans into it and getting the fans like...
They don't care about the fans. They don't care about the fans. Talking about people who don't care about the fans and shouldn't care about the fans. The Bar. This is, in my opinion, the best damn tag team in WWE today. The best tag team. And I am so jealous that you stole them from me. I was going to draft these guys. I should have. And I'm not going to disagree with you that. I should have picked these guys. Because they have proven to everyone that they are one of the most dominant tag teams in WWE history. And to think, these guys hated each other. These guys used to hate the living hell out of each other back a couple years back. And then they had that best of 7 series. And, you know, Sheamus was up 3-0. Cesaro came up. Or, excuse me, Cesaro came back. And then that match, 7th match, which was a blockbuster of a match. Just incredible. Went wire to wire. And in the end, there was no winner. And then Mick Foley. Credit to Mick Foley. Like, I say some horrible things about Mick. I think he was one of the worst Raw GMs in history. I think he was a horrible GM of Raw. He should have never been the GM of Raw. I think Stephanie McMahon made a mistake not putting me in charge before him, because Raw would have been way better back then. You know why people called Raw boring back then? Because they didn't have me as the GM of Raw. And now Raw is a great show. And now The Bar, giving credit to Mick Foley, putting these two together turned out to be the best move I think Mick Foley's ever done. And I'm not disrespecting Mick, but what I'm saying is best tag team on SmackDown. And I as much as I love my Raw tag teams and I love Raw, they might even be better than my Raw tag teams.
Well, I can't disagree with you there. The only place I can disagree with you is that Raw is boring, was boring, and always will be boring. I
disagree with you. I had a lot. Don't have a single women's match on the card. You're not featuring any of the women today. You're just featuring boring, you know, wrestlers like Elias. You know, you're not featuring the women division. I am featuring the women on my brand. And not only that, but I had a masterful main event in Adam Cole versus Jeff Hardy.
My main event is obviously going to be Braun and AJ. Two of the best wrestlers coming out.
Oh yes, I agree. AJ Styles might be the best wrestler in the world, but you know, I think he's been spoon-fed a lot of the things he's gotten.
But you were also saying at Backlash how much you loved the guy, how awesome he was.
And I'm
same with Braun. You were saying that. Hey, so
because
you can't go back to your word.
I'm not a liar. I'm not a liar. First of all, I speak the truth. But I'm also going to say if I disagree with something and I feel a certain way. I think AJ Styles is one of the best wrestlers in the world, but I also think that he's been spoon-fed a lot of the things he's been given in the WWE just because of his name. I mean, I mean, I'm not saying he doesn't deserve it, but I'm just saying there's other guys that, you know, have been in this business for so long, and they haven't been given crap. Cesaro is a perfect example. Cesaro has been in the WWE since, what, 2013? He's been in the WWE for a long, long time. And he has not been given any opportunities. He hasn't been given a WWE Championship opportunity. He hasn't been given a World Title opportunity. You know, he's been downgraded to the tag team division. You know, he's not been given opportunities that a guy like AJ Styles, who got an opportunity not even a year into his career in WWE.
I think, honestly, it doesn't matter necessarily how much experience you have. Because a guy could be in the WWE for a long time, but still just not be at the same caliber as another guy. I'm not saying that's Cesaro, but I think it's just that AJ Styles, no matter whether he was in there for a long time or not, he showed something that maybe other people didn't have, and they wanted to push him.
I mean, let's enough about AJ, but let's talk about Sheamus and Cesaro. You look at the history. You look at what Sheamus has done in his career. He beat John Cena for the WWE Championship. There's not a lot of guys that can go out there and say, I beat the best. I beat the GOAT. Because to me, John Cena is the GOAT. He's the greatest of all time. People can disagree with that. But he's proven it. He's a 16-time world champion. I'm still waiting for him to break that record and become a 17th time. He's going to do it eventually. But this man beat John Cena very early in his career. In fact, not even a year into his career in WWE. And he beat John Cena. He didn't just beat him for nothing. He beat the man for the WWE Championship. There's not a lot of guys that can say that. But that man can. And not only that, but he beat Daniel Bryan in, what, 10 seconds at WrestleMania that one year? Not a lot of people can say they've beaten Daniel Bryan that quickly. Also, he's won a Royal Rumble. He's won Money in the Bank. There are not a lot of guys that can say they've won the Royal Rumble and Mr. Money in the Bank. He's one of those guys that can say it. And that is why I believe this tag team works so much. Yes, Cesaro hasn't gotten, his due yet, and I believe he will get it soon enough. But this team just works well together, and it's because they understand each other. They share that same pride. They share that same goal of wanting to be successful in WWE.
To make that adversary the focal point of their assault. Most of the truly great tag teams in sports entertainment created a double team finishing maneuver. The spike pile driver from Anderson and Blanchard. The heart
personally,
attack from the Hart
I think that,
Foundation.
you know what, a lot of guys have that drive of wanting to be, and I think can't really go into the WWE not wanting.
Yes, and that's the problem with a lot of these young guys nowadays in the WWE, is they go into it and they're like, you know what, I can do this, I'm the best. They act like they're the best already. They don't feel like they need to earn it. And that's why you see a lot of these young guys not succeed in WWE, because they feel like they don't have to earn anything, that they, just because of how they're brought up, they'll just be given it. And that's the problem here. You look at Cesaro and Sheamus, they've never been that way. They knew they had to earn their stuff, and they earned what they've gotten. And I know people will go out there and say, well, Sheamus is Triple H's best friend. And that's brought up a lot. But you know what? That's a good thing to be. That's a good thing to be the boss's friend. Yeah, you can say, well, he's only got an opportunity because of that. But
the Bar has won.
The Bar with the win.
Alexander Wolf tapped.
Huge win.
So, I mean, really what this means for the Bar is really they took away an opportunity.
Yeah, and as I was saying about the Triple H situation, there's a reason Triple H is best friends with Sheamus. He sees it in it. He sees that ability, that greatness in Sheamus. He sees it. And that is why he became friends with him. That's why he has put him as one of the top guys in the company, because he believes in it.
Well, the thing is, though, is this. If Triple H and Sheamus, if it was really one of those things where Triple H was pushing Sheamus simply because he was his best friend, why would Sheamus need to take him? Why wouldn't he be winning Universal Championships or winning WWE Championships? Why wouldn't he still be a single wrestler? Why would he now be put with Cesaro?
I think,
being friends with Triple H or whatever, I think he just is where he is today because of how he wrestles.
That's true, but let's go on to our next match, and this is a big one because there's a title on the line. This is the first official title defense on Smackdown Live. Elias, Samoa Joe. There's a lot of fans questioning you making Samoa Joe after a couple days ago in a brutal six-man match, putting him in a title defense right away. That a lot of people question.
The thing is that the reason I did this, no offense to Elias, but I personally think Samoa Joe has a good shot of retaining tonight. I think it would be not fair of me to put him in the ring against somebody like Brock Lesnar or Braun Strowman or AJ Styles and then be like, here you go, defend your title. But I think with somebody like Elias, who's not necessarily the best wrestler, who's kind of just this heel guy who nobody really takes seriously, I feel.
I don't think you're. I think I don't think you're giving Elias enough credit. I don't think...
I do like Elias, I do. But I don't think he's at the same caliber as some other people. I think he could pull this off.
I mean, he did beat Shelton Benjamin.
Yes.
A veteran.
And I said if they
a decorated
him,
veteran.
get this opportunity, and
A tag team specialist. Won a couple intercontinental. He's beaten a very decorated superstar in Shelton Benjamin. And he's beaten a lot of other guys. He's beaten a lot of other good guys. I don't see why you would think this is an easy match for Samoa Joe. I think this is just an excuse for you to be like, oh, well, I didn't expect it when Samoa Joe loses the title.
I think it's an easier match for him than somebody else. Like I said, this guy's like Brock Lesnar.
Why not put him against Kurt Hawkins if you didn't want him to be in a hard match?
Because I know Samoa Joe, if he's going to face somebody, he knows he can win against anybody. That, to me, I think is his mentality, is that he can beat anyone. So I don't think he would appreciate going up against Kurt Hawkins. I think he'd rather go up against Elias. And Elias did earn this opportunity, so I'm giving him this opportunity. He earned it at Backlash.
Just look at how Samoa Joe's walking down. He knows, he's confident. You know, he knows that ever since he won that title, he proved a lot of people wrong. He proved me right because I picked him to win, but he proved a lot of people wrong when he went in there and made he made that, I forget who it was, but he made someone tap out, remember, at Backlash to win that title. That's why they call him the Samoan submission machine, because he's going to make you tap out. So, you know, he is U.S. champion. He's going to have to defend that title tonight.
It might have been Shinsuke that
yes, Shinsuke Nakamura, former United States champion Shinsuke Nakamura.
The thing is, I believe that Samoa doesn't have a problem defending this title. I think he likes it because it gives him an opportunity to prove himself.
It gives him an opportunity to kick somebody's ass, and that's what he loves to do, is kicking people's asses.
So I don't think Samoa Joe has an issue with me saying, hey, Tuesday, you're defending your title. I think he's like, sure, bring it on. I think he's always up for the challenge.
Do you think, but what if he loses tonight? What happens then?
I think I probably will give him a rematch. Maybe next week. We'll see. Really, I didn't really think that far, because I do have a lot of confidence in Samoa Joe as much as I...
Whoa, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Elias putting the hand out for Samoa Joe. Oh, Elias. That might not have been smart by Elias. You don't want to piss off Samoa Joe.
Yeah, that might have gotten the flames rising right now.
Elias quickly getting down on Samoa Joe and punching him in the face. You know, how do you punch a man in the face and not feel regret? It's just like...
This is wrestling. People pound on each other for a living. So Elias getting the early offense right now.
Again, and stomping on that hand. Ugh. That's going to break a hand, man.
Is there a comeback for Samoa Joe after this really quick offense by Elias?
Elias looking for whatever opportunity he can, because you know that he would love nothing more than to win the United States Championship. This would be his first win of his career, the first United States Championship win of his career, if he won.
Big opportunity here. And we also know Samoa Joe doesn't want to lose that title.
And let's just not forget, Elias was not happy when you didn't put him in that six-man match. He was not happy. He said it on Twitter. He tweeted out, he was like, I don't agree with this. He was very verbally upset about it. And then you put him against Shelton Benjamin, and he went out and just destroyed Shelton Benjamin. He said, you know what, this is why you should have put me in a six-man match. Are you giving him this match because you feel bad in a way? That, yeah, you should have put him in that six-man match. Do you feel bad in a way?
No. I don't regret my decisions. I'm putting him in this because simply that was my plan. Was that to have Shelton Benjamin and Elias to see what they can do. If they impress me, give them an opportunity, and Elias did that. I stuck to my word.
And you know what, I'm gonna defend you here a little bit. What would you rather be in? A match with 5 other guys where you don't even have to be pinned to lose, or your one-on-one opportunity? And he's getting that one-on-one opportunity. What would you want? A draw.
Count out.
A count out.
Been more careful. Now
Samoa Joe still
now I can
the
imagine
U.S. champion.
Elias is not going to be impressed. I can imagine I'm going to get an earful.
Smart move by Samoa Joe, keeping Elias out of the ring and just letting it be a count out. Samoa Joe wasn't trying. He didn't want to fight.
But Elias is not going to like this. So there might have to be a rematch.
Well, that is a draw. Still your United States champion, Samoa Joe, despite the draw. And then coming up, our main event of the evening. These two men will collide in AJ Styles and Braun Strowman. The winner, you said, will face Rey Mysterio. Is that at the next pay-per-view for the WWE title?
Probably most likely. We'll see how far away that is and whether I get to a point where I'm like, oh, I should just have it now. But probably at the next pay-per-view, we'll see. But I'm excited for this match. I think it's going to be a good one.
We want to talk about a guy who I think we can all agree is probably the greatest wrestler we've seen in this era. The greatest we've seen.
Yeah.
There's not a lot of guys that can say they're as good as AJ Styles. Like, when CM Punk was in the WWE, he said he was the best in the world. Nuh-uh. AJ Styles is the best wrestler in the world. And I'm going to say that just definitively. No one is better. Maybe Chris Jericho. And that's because I'm a homer when it comes to Chris Jericho. I love Chris Jericho. But no one is better than AJ Styles. No one. No one can touch AJ Styles when it comes to being the best in the ring. This guy, that's why he's been as successful as he has in the ring. Because he is so damn good. And, he is, as we said, the best there is.
Yeah, well, I feel like he definitely is one of the best. I don't know if he's the best. I mean, because there's so many good guys wrestling today, and then there's also some guys who probably shouldn't be wrestling, that's for sure.
The B team?
Well.
But now coming out, former Mr. Money in the Bank Braun Strowman. A lot of people agree that this guy got heavily screwed out of his Money in the Bank briefcase. He should have been champion by now. He should have been Universal Champion by now, or even WWE. But he kept on getting screwed by the Shield and Roman Reigns, and it was kind of bullcrap to me. That's why I avoided drafting as many Shield guys as I can, because I don't like that type of situation. I'm sorry, I don't like it. But Braun Strowman, a lot of people say that, he should have won on Sunday. He should have won at Backlash, that he was a little too, destructive. Which is hard to say because sometimes it's like, but he was a little too destructive and wasn't paying attention to everything. Instead, all he had on his mind was destroying everything in his path. And instead of having on his mind that, hey, I gotta be careful that, Rey Mysterio doesn't go pin someone else. And that's what Rey Mysterio did. He went and he pinned Finn Balor. And Braun Strowman wasn't paying attention, and because of that, Braun Strowman did not win the WWE Championship. So,
but you could also say, well, why was it AJ Styles?
Well, they were beating up each other, and that's why this match is happening. Because these two probably agree that it's as simple as that. And, both these guys now, they got a chance to win tonight, go to the next pay-per-view, and face Rey Mysterio for the WWE Championship. Everyone, you look at all the wrestling fans that I've talked to said that Rey Mysterio winning the WWE Championship was one of the most shocking things they've seen in a long time, because nobody expected Rey Mysterio to win that match. Not with Braun Strowman, AJ Styles, and Finn Balor in it. Rey Mysterio was the last guy that anyone expected, but here he is. He won. He's the WWE Champion. But if you're Rey Mysterio...
I personally think for Rey Mysterio, though, it was a good strategy. Let Braun take on AJ, who they're the two biggest guys. Not that AJ's super big, but AJ can probably handle Braun more than Finn Balor and Rey, who are little guys. So let Rey take on Finn, who's more even. It kind of evens out. Perfect strategy.
If you're Rey Mysterio, you gotta be sitting in the back thinking, oh god, what have I gotten myself into? There's no way I want to face that guy, Braun Strowman. There's a chance I might have to face him. Rey Mysterio, who's what, 5'6", maybe smaller, under 205 pounds. You know, he could be a cruiserweight. And a lot of people, in fact, a lot of people believe he is a cruiserweight. And he might have to face a 6'8", 300-pound monster for the title. At least at Backlash, you know, there was 2 other guys. So Rey Mysterio could just run away and let Braun take care of those guys. If Braun Strowman wins tonight, he's going to have to deal with Braun by himself. Is that not worrisome to you? Are you not worried that Braun Strowman could end Rey Mysterio's career?
You know what? No, I don't think so. I don't know. He could. But I'm hopeful he won't. Of course, there's a lot of things to think about. Because not only this, I do feel kind of bad because there was obviously a 4th man in that match. Finn Balor, who's not me.
Yeah.
So I do feel bad for him. He's not impressed that he's not getting his opportunity.
Finn Balor.
If they're getting opportunities, he should be.
But Finn Balor did get pinned. Finn Balor needs to realize that he was the one who got pinned. So he got the loss on that one. These 2 guys didn't get pinned. So in a way, they kind of deserve a second chance at getting another title shot. Whereas Finn Balor, he was the one who was pinned. He was pinned by Rey Mysterio. He was the one who lost that WWE title. He'll get his shot next, but I think that Finn Balor needs to realize that maybe the WWE title just isn't his thing. Maybe he's not ready for that. And I know that he's won a Universal Championship before, but maybe he's just not ready for this yet.
Yeah, I mean, to win that Universal title, he didn't face
guys. Wait a minute. Phenomenal forearm.
He didn't face guys like AJ Styles or Braun Strowman.
1, 2. Oh, that was close.
So, he was facing, Seth Rollins for that? No offense to Seth Rollins or Finn Balor, but I don't think they are AJ Styles.
They're far from AJ Styles. They are definitely not AJ Styles. And AJ Styles is, putting in some work here. He's trying. He's had Braun on the edge, Everyone's saying Braun Strowman's got this in the bag. I mean, this is AJ Styles. This guy can go. This guy is going to do whatever he can to win in this. Uh-oh. Boom. Oh, that's got to hurt AJ. But,
he almost went to the other end
and
of
Braun
the ring.
Strowman, you know that he's getting ready. He's ready to put AJ down. Oh, nice clothesline. And no, AJ misses. Oh.
Hoping for that comeback, not quite.
Oh, a spine buster. And this, oh no, this is the signature. This is Braun's signature. Oh, he hits it.
Going to the pin.
1.
Kicks out easy. Surprising.
Yes, very surprising he was able to kick out at 1 there, But Braun Strowman, he's getting ready.
He's getting ready for that.
He's gonna... Oh my god. Finn... Wait. What is he doing? AJ getting out of the finisher. Oh! No, don't do this. How did he pick that man up? Oh my god.
Superhuman abilities right there.
AJ... 1, 2, 3...
Oh, and a kick out. I mean, I gotta say that ref was a little slow getting there.
Yes, very slow. I mean...
Took a little time.
But AJ... celebrating too early.
But here he is coming right. Oh.
Boom! Nice kick to the head. Braun's gonna have a headache.
Nearly got 2 ahead of himself there.
And a nice knee to the head again. Braun Strowman's gonna have a major headache after this match.
Yeah.
He may be a monster among men, but it's gonna hurt afterwards. And now AJ, Braun getting out of it, punches to the ribs. That's gonna sting.
Man like that, punching you. Oh, that's gotta hurt.
Oh, now what is he doing now? What is he doing now? Oh!
That's gotta hurt.
Let's see what Braun Strowman's gonna do. This, obviously, you look at these 2 guys and, AJ's won the WWE title.
Oh my goodness, how
and
did
whoa! A knee to the back of the skull. And the ref, slower than ever, slower than molasses. Somebody better get that ref out of here. He's going to hurt a lot of guys' chances here by being so slow.
Yeah.
Ric Flair, the referee?
That's how you wear down your opponent.
Well,
Just a remorseless assault on the neck.
it's hard to say who could do it, but
AJ Styles is going for it again. He's going for it again.
with ease, surprisingly.
Oh my gosh, this has got to be it. 1, 2, 3. AJ Styles, stunning. Braun Strowman. I was gonna call him Brock Strowman, and I was gonna call him Braun Lesnar. But AJ running out. Braun's pissed. Oh! You know what? That ref deserves it. That ref deserves it. He was way too slow with his counts. He deserves that.
I mean, part of me agrees, but there might have to be some consequences. I can't have Braun Strowman or any of my athletes punching out the refs.
Well, either way you like it, that was Smackdown Live. Recap, some things went down. You know, we don't have a new United States champion.
No.
You know, we're not going to have a contender for the tag titles yet, and AJ Styles is going to face Rey Mysterio.
Yes.
Braun Strowman, he's upset, and visibly upset.
Mm-hmm.
You can tell in the ring. He beat the hell out of that referee. You know, I don't know what else to say, except for thank you guys for watching.
Mm-hmm.
It's been a great night of SmackDown, and we might be back. We might come right back and do 205 live. So be prepared. Thank you. Bye.
Good night, or good whatever.
Good night. Good day. Good fare.